everyone. So I'm bored to death and we all just kind of like need a little distraction. So of course I love anything beauty. So I'm gonna show you how I normally do my curls. I am gonna use this curling iron. Of course it's like the most popular curling iron on all of the internet. It is a little expensive and I don't know if there's, just not another product out there that could do the same thing. But I did try another one and I had wanted this one for a long time. The other one was crap. So I just thought, okay, I'll spend it. But I've had this for like a year now, so I like it. I do have a light on, so sorry about my glasses and the reflection. Okay, so I swear by these if you have like really tangly hair. I used to have one by Bellamy and I don't know if it's like specific to their brand or if it's just based off of Tangle Teezer, but these are like the best brushes and they're very gentle on your hair. So anyways, so I normally put product on like before, and I did yesterday because I was gonna curl my hair yesterday, but I didn't end up curling it. I just kind of blow dried it. But I love Kenra products. So the spray volume, I use the mousse, and then I like this heat protectant. It's Orlando Pita Play, the Atmos Shield. It's a hair protectant spray. And the benefits are, so you can use this up to 450 heat protection. It protects against humidity, environmental stressors, enhances manageability, repairs split ends, preserves shine, smooths hair, promotes softness, and helps maintain color and refreshes curls. So I actually love this stuff. I got it in the FabFitFun box. I'm just gonna spray it on my ends and it smells amazing. Then I'm just gonna brush that through. It does get your hair a little more on like the wet side. So just be careful when you're spraying it. Just know that your hair is gonna get wet. I don't really section my hair off other than just like down the back, like kind of in the middle. And I don't really decide where I'm gonna part it until I'm done. Just go with what I'm feeling, really. This is kind of annoying, this light in my eye, but whatever. So, okay, I have the clamping one. I do have a ton of curling irons that are just like a wand, but kind of depends on what curl you want to go for. So I always start at the back and I take like about this much hair. And I do curl differently, just again, depending on what I'm doing, but to get a bigger curl, I kind of open it like this towards the top. And then I just hold for a couple of seconds. And so you see how you get like a little curl at the bottom and then it does a big wave? I like that look. I'll show you at the end. It's kind of like just more volume and doesn't look so perfect, if you will. So again, just kind of run it through until the bottom. Now, if you have layers, I suggest doing this and leaving it out and then kind of slipping it through, and then you'll just open the clamp again like that to get a bigger wave. And then that's what you're left with. This like takes me no time. I know I have like a lot of hair, but it really doesn't take me that long. And if I do bigger sections, it really takes no time at all. I know some people will do a hack where they put their hair in a ponytail and curl their hair and then they put it down and it's like you curled your whole head. You can just like do a little bit of spot treating on the empty parts if you're like in a hurry someday. So this one I started a little bit higher, so you can kind of do whatever you feel like doing. The top pieces, because I don't want my hair to be flat, I'll start up at the top and do more of a classic curl like this, but I still open the barrel. You can see that because it just gives a bigger wave. And please ignore my roots because I have not been to the hair salon since November. No. Yeah, November. It was looking like really nice and ombre-ish for a while, but now it's just looking crazy. But of course, with everything that's going on, I will not be going back to the salon until things have cleared up. So we'll see. I hope everyone is doing well. I know I've been struggling. I've written on my blog before about my struggles with anxiety, and you know, I honestly feel like bad for even having anxiety at a time like this because I feel very fortunate to have a job right now. I know that being a nurse is difficult, and I left the ER in November, and I give them so much credit for doing what they do because, you know, they don't have a choice. And it's very crazy to think about. Like, we are so lucky to have, you know, work that we can help people, and that, you know, during these times where people are losing their jobs and their businesses and, you know, their finances and their stability, I mean, we have that support, but it's tough. I mean, it's really tough. I've been very conflicted on how to feel. I'm just trying to feel positive and be really thankful for what I have, because I know a lot of people are struggling a lot and will probably continue to struggle even worse, and that's heartbreaking. So my mom is making some masks because if you've been paying attention, the hospitals are running low. I mean, every healthcare facility is running low on proper protective gear, and like I said, they don't have a choice. They have to go to work. They have to take care of the people that nobody, you know, wants to be around because they're sick, and this virus has proven to be fatal. So, I mean, we have to protect our community. We have to protect our healthcare workers. So, if you have a supply of masks and you are not using them or you do not need them, please, you can contact me, or please contact the hospital to see what you can do to donate, because I mean, it's sad. They are reusing fabrics and equipment to just get through the day, and you know, that's not a way to repay the people that are working so hard to keep our community healthy. So like I said, my mom is making some fabric masks. I used to work at Parkland, and my friend Kristen has reached out to people. If you have a sewing machine or you're handy in that kind of way, please reach out to me. Or if you know Kristen Gomez, please reach out to her. I have a link of the patterns and instructions that she's been using to create masks. So, you know, please guys, let's support each other. Let's remember that, I mean, everybody needs help right now. So I know we're doing social distancing, and so there's, you know, there are still opportunities out there for us to be supportive to our community and help. So please, I mean, there's Facebook groups everywhere. I mean, just open your Facebook and find a support group and ask how you can contribute to supporting healthcare or supporting the community. Just do your part. And also, as a nurse, I feel like I have responsibility to tell you guys to stay home. Like, you really have to take this serious, whether you think everything is crazy or not. It is serious. So we really need to if you're going to support the community at all, please just stay home. Even if you are not symptomatic, they have explained hundreds of times that, you know, it might take up to 2 weeks for symptoms to be noticeable. So please be careful. Please don't take this lightly. And, you know, if anything, if you're not thinking about yourself, please think about the community and the hospitals that are overwhelmed, and your neighbors or your grandparents, your friends' family, your family. I mean, please just think of other people during this time. And another thing I wanted to say is I've seen a lot of my family and friends posting about the power of prayer. I am Christian. I feel that when times come up like this, I feel like I take for granted my Christianity, and then, you know, when times get tough, I turn to God, and that's just not right. You know, we all need to kind of like slow down and realize that, you know, there is a higher power, there is someone that is there for us and loves us, and that keeps me positive. And prayer is powerful. Prayer is a good way to keep that relationship with God going, and it helps you to refocus your energy, because like I said, I know things are really tough right now, but you know, maybe if we can all just take a little bit of time to reflect and have that moment with God, it might just make your spirits better. So if you're someone out there that is thinking about becoming Christian, or you want to give your heart to Jesus, or you just have questions, I hate when people just are judgmental to people that are not Christians, because here's the thing, some people just don't know, or they've had a bad experience, and you know, I think that should change. So I am in by no means a perfect person or a perfect Christian, and I'm not trying to sit on a high horse, but I think, well, like I said, we have this time to reflect and, you know, just be still. It's maybe something to consider or think about. So if you'd like to talk more about that, you're welcome to message me, reach out to me, or, you know, I have plenty of friends that are stronger in their relationship with the Lord and might have better advice than I do, and I would love to share more positive experiences for people that, you know, are considering Christianity or want to become closer to God. So that's where my heart's at right now. I really don't know what's gonna happen or kind of what else to say, but I just, you know, I feel badly, and I want everyone to be happy and healthy and okay. So we'll move on. Okay, so as I've talked through my entire hair, my whole hair it's done. So that's all I do to curl it. I don't put any more heat on it, and you could absolutely just leave it like this, spray it, and that's totally cool. But what I do is I also love this Kenra Dry Volume Burst. It smells amazing. Honestly, a lot of the products I use, like from higher end stores like Sephora or the higher end products from Ulta, I mean, they all smell fantastic, and who doesn't want to smell good? So this, I basically just spray in to the ends and just kind of lift it like this, because it'll give my hair more substance. So it's kind of like a brushing through, and it will leave your hair a little bit tacky and maybe a little tingly. So if you are prone to tangles like me, just maybe, you know, carry a brush or something. I also need to figure out these roots. So I use the IGK First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. I got the travel size because I was trying it out, and honestly, dry shampoos just don't work for me. I'm like really picky about it because for some reason the product just makes my hair more heavy and more oily. So if you have another product out there that you have the same problems and you have something that just like works so well, leave it down below. So this, I just kind of shake and then put it in and rub it in. I always put it at the front because when I wash my face, I get I get water in my hairline, so it tends to make it a little more oily. Okay, so you see the difference, right? A little bit of volume. We love that. I sprayed that right in my eye. Okay, so we're just gonna rub that in, and don't worry about your curls getting like loose, because we kind of want that, right? Or at least I do. I've got to wipe my glass. Okay, now I can see. Okay, so yeah, we just want to kind of rub that in. Okay. Now, like, see how much volume you get by like expanding your curls and like working with it and rubbing it around and stuff like that. It's like the best trick in the books. So we are also going to now decide where to part it. And so I have this little point at the top of my head, and I have like a big, huge forehead. And who I am. So I kind of like to have a little bit of bangs here, so I really can't part it down the middle. I look kind of crazy, but I tend to like always part it right off the side, so it's kind of a middle part, but not really. Okay, so there we go. I just kind of like brush through that, and here's what I do. I just kind of like brush it through, because that way it loosens the curls, it expands your hair, makes it really voluminous, and just gives it like a big wave. See that? And I think that's so beautiful. And yes, I do curl my hair, like I said, many different ways, so I can share multiple ways of how I curl my hair, but this is how we're doing it today. So, I really don't think I'm gonna tease it, but I will for the video. So basically what I do is I just grab a piece, and I have like one of these like little brushes, like brush tease combs. I have the comby ones as well, but there's really like no rhyme or reason to this, and I don't tease it too much. One, because I don't want to ruin my hair, and then two, you know, I don't really need that much volume. But anyhow, I will take my volume spray and just spray the underside, and then I'll just let that sit for a second. And then on this side, so this is my thinner side. If you guys have never thought about this, I'm gonna like blow your mind. So my hair is thinner on this side, and I've always wondered, like, why is that? Well, I'm a stomach sleeper, so when I sleep, I tend to lay my head on this side, therefore it thins. So I'm not like extra worried about it, but if you're someone that you notice that one side is thinner, then consider how you sleep. And if you really kind of want to preserve that hair, then you just gotta maybe find a different way to be comfortable, or try a silk sleep bonnet, or like a silk pillowcase, stuff like that, to kind of combat that issue. So now, obviously, this is crazy looking, and we don't want that. So I just kind of go through, and if you are experienced with teasing your hair, you know you don't want to be like too rough on it, because you don't want it to, you know, you don't want to brush it out. So I just kind of very lightly will go through the tops and make sure that everything is covered. So there we go. And then because we did this side, and I always curl away from my face, but because that was on the other side, we have to kind of curl it the other way. So, okay, there we go, love that. And now, using the same Kenra Volume Hairspray. I mean, this stuff I've been using for years. My grandmother actually used it, and it was in her house, and I used it one day, and I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. So, highly suggest Kenra. Okay, guys, that is it. That is all that I do. You can see it's voluminous, or however you say it. You know, here's the curls from the back, and it all just looks very smooth, and you can still see the curls, but it's very expanded and voluptuous. So I love that. I guess we'll have some time this week. I'm gonna maybe film more videos. I don't know, but let me know if there's anything that you guys would like to see or that you'd like to watch while you're getting through this time. Again, I love you guys. I hope you're all doing really well, and please message me if you want to talk about any of the things that I discussed earlier, or if you are in the community and you know of another way I can be helpful. I would love to do just anything I can to help in this time. So, all right, guys, have a good week, and fingers crossed that this kind of all gets better. And I love you. Bye.